is because of John Jaso. He did it a lot down in Tampa Bay. And Eric Wedge shaking things up today and got Jaso, who's been swinging the bat quite well.
Well, 51 games for him in the leadoff spot. I think the biggest thing is get somebody that's going to get on base. You're going to give Ackley the night off. Trying to find somebody else in the leadoff spot. Tonight it'll be John Jaso. Don't look for him to steal a bunch of bases, but I think he would like for him to get on base.
He's had some good at-bats, and that's been one of the things at the forefront when you talk about John Jaso. Let's talk about the pitching matchup brought to you by Lexus. Couple of lefties today. It's going to be Drew Smiley against Jason Vargas. Both guys work quickly, and young Smiley's put up some good numbers early on.
He really has, but I think with Vargas, you take a look at the opponent's average, 201. Jason has done an excellent job of pitching out of trouble this year. I think he's really learned the art of going a little bit softer when guys are going to be a little bit aggressive with him. I think early in the game we'll see his cut fastball quite a bit on the try to keep inside on the right-handed hitter so he can get back to the good changeup, the circle change from Vargas. A few more breaking balls to the lefties, but he's really done an excellent job with men on base.
Meanwhile, Smiley, he was in Double-A a year ago. Later on in the season, went up to Triple-A. He was the minor league pitcher of the year in the Detroit system. Here he is in the bigs.
Excited to get a chance to look at the young left-hander. Fastball will be 91, 92. We'll throw a curveball and a changeup. From everything that we've heard, his command is excellent. We'll see what the Mariners try to see if they're patient early or if they want to go to Hack and take his fastball away from him.
And one of the things, too, that you hear about this young man, he's going to pitch from behind, too. You know, he doesn't pitch it in a traditional way. It's going to be interesting as the Mariners and the Tigers wrap up this three-game series. The Mariners trying to get this rubber match in this series against Detroit. Got Mariner baseball. First pitch, straight ahead.
Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by CenturyLink, by Banner Bank, better ideas, better banking, and by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting the classic rock and roll of Creedence Clearwater Revisited May 25th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. That's the view from Queen Anne. It's why we live here, isn't it? Because it's the most beautiful place in the world. when the sun is out. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Before first pitch, we want to catch you up on action going on around the league. We start in the senior circuit. Cliff Lee on the mound for the first time in a while, going up against the Mets. He is coming back from a strained oblique, and he missed 15 days with that owie, but showing little lingering effects. Just as Vinny Rotino, who was the first to go down. In the bottom of the second, Lee also put the Phillies up 1-0 with an infield single. That scored Brian Schneider. He left after 6 with a 4-2 lead, but the Mets jumped all over the Phillies' pen, and the Mets win it 10-6 the final. All right, we stay in the East, but move to the American League. Rays at Yankees. Robinson Cano's RBI double in the first inning puts New York on top 1-0. That scores Derek Jeter, and that stood as the lone run for a long time. Right now, that game in the top of the ninth. All right, look, folks, baseball, it is a complicated game. I understand that. Sometimes you have questions. We want to make sure that you get the answers, and that's what we've got for you in our new segment. We're calling it Ask Mike. You can ask the experts in the booth anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootsSports_NW. And the guys in the booth, whether it be Dave and Mike, or maybe Dan Wilson will be in there, maybe Jay Buhner later this season, will answer some of them during the game. Maybe you want to get their opinion about Jaso in the leadoff spot. Wedge shaking up his lineup tonight. Had been the same for 4 consecutive games. No more. First pitch is next.
Pioneer Square is the scene right here, and just a little bit south of there, here at Safeco Field, the Mariners are ready to tee it up against the Detroit Tigers, the finale of this 3-game series. It is the rubber match. Mariner Baseball coming to you from Seattle. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Roots Sports crew. We are ready for action. Jason Vargas. First pitch to Austin Jackson's in there for a called strike one. Mike Winters, home plate umpire. Mike Malinsky at first, Wally Bell at second, and Brian Knight at third. 49 degrees as this fly ball goes to right field. Ichiro takes care of it. Quick one out. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Tigers.
Jackson flying out to right. Then it's Brennan Bosch moving up. He had been hitting 8. Now he'll hit second. Then it's Cabrera, fielder. Young, Rayburn, Peralta, Laird. Danny Worth, the second baseman tonight. He will hit 9th. The numbers for Vargas on the year: solid ERA, 3.09. 3-2 record for Vargas. 43 2/3 innings so far.
Strike one to Brennan Bosch. Bosch has good numbers against Vargas, so Jason will be careful. Brennan is 7 for 12 against him. Slow start for the young man. Vargas get good early rhythm here. Here's the 0-2. Ryan, jump throw on the money. 2 down.
Fine play by Ryan at shortstop. Take a look at the outfield. Casper Wells is in left. Bacon's getting the start out in center field. Ichiro in right. And on the infield, Alex Liddy moving over to third base. Brendan Ryan at shortstop. Kyle Seager goes from third to second. Justin Smoke at first. And John Jaso will do the catching tonight. Montero the DH.
No decision for Vargas last time out against the Twins as Cabrera swings through. Strike one. They said that wind is at 6. Not buying it. It's every bit of at least 20. Straight in, baby. Straight in. It's coming right into the booth.
It is blowing in. Outfielders need to be aware of that. We already saw the one fly ball out to right to Ichiro and the wind knocking it down towards the line.
Told that generally weather, this wind pattern is a forecast of good weather on the way, and weekend weather here in Seattle is supposed to be spectacular. We'll see good weather in New York. Cabrera 3 for 5 with a home run against Vargas. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Tag applied. Quick inning by Vargas. Well done. Good start. Nothing across for the Tigers. Mariners coming to bat. Well, a little switcheroo tonight by Eric Wedge. He's got John Jaso leading off tonight. First time as a Mariner. First time since Bob Stinson, catcher, leading off with the Mariners. Take a look at the rest of that batting order this evening for the Mariners.
Thank you, Dave. Tonight's lineup brought to you by Chevron. We mentioned Jaso leading off. Then it's Brendan Ryan, Ichiro Montero, the cleanup hitter. He will DH tonight. Seager, Smoke, Alex Liddy back in the lineup. He's had a few days off. He will hit 7th, and it's Casper Wells and Sean Figgins hitting 9th. Numbers for Smiley, 1-0 record, 1.61 ERA, 28 innings pitched, 29 strikeouts, good number there, 8 walks. He has given up 3 home runs.
So Jaso leading off and looks at a pitch down low. Ball 1, Eric Wedge, real confident about Putting Jaso up there, giving Ackley a day off. Jaso doesn't get in a hurry. Trusts himself especially with 2 strikes. Meteoric rise for young Smiley. Bounce down to the fielder. He'll take it himself. 1 out. Smiley out of the University of Arkansas. He is a Razorback, and he was the minor league pitcher of the year last year. AA and AAA combined 11-6 record at 2.07 ERA. One in Little Rock, Arkansas. Lives in Maumelle, Arkansas. Here's Brendan Ryan.
Sure, the Mariners have the scouting report on Smiley. Probably some videotape they had a chance to see today.
Yeah, Jason, Ryan.
And again, his fastball, he's not overpowering. He'll be 90, 91 miles an hour. Good breaking ball, changeup. Yeah, it does have the ability to pitch when he's behind in the count. Throw his breaking ball, use his changeup effectively. You have to be aware of that.
Go hit your road.
1-2 to Ryan. Detroit got out to the early lead last night, held back the Mariners. Mariners made it interesting in the 9th inning, loaded them up. Detroit holds on for a 6-4 win. Jim Leyland saw the remainder of the game on TV from the clubhouse after he was run from the game by Brian Knight, who was on the home plate umpires, now at third. Some of the things I was picking up in the clubhouse in Detroit. Jimmy was beefing at Wally Bell about a check swing.
Yes.
And Knight had enough, but Jim's ire was aimed at Wally Bell at third base. It wasn't even talking to Knight. That's what the folks were telling me. Brian Knight also had a little run-in with Justin Verlander. Fly ball, right center. Austin Jackson, out number 2.
Probably a situation where Knight didn't know who he was yelling at, but he could definitely hear it and ended up running him out.
Remember when Beltre came here first time with Boston? Felix got him in the first at bat or something. Beltre goes back to the dugout. He's screaming at Felix. The umpire thought that Beltre was getting on the umpire and ran Beltre in like a nanosecond. Here's a pop-up. Laird. Guy tried to get out of the way and hit him in the back.
Well, you can see the effect of the wind there, too. It looked like that pitch or that foul ball should have stayed in fair territory, but the wind blowing it into the seats.
In the way, hit him in the back. It's okay.
At that point, you have to show some confidence and go for the catch, don't you?
Couldn't agree more. I was waiting for you to say that. Down the line, hooking foul.
Come on, let's get one.
I mean, nice. Come on, nice, easy basket catch.
Well, you're looking at it. At some point, you have to realize the thing has you squared up. May as well put your hands up there and go for the catch. Save yourself. That's also coming from somebody. If one comes back in the booth, I'll be the first one under the counter.
Boy, both pitchers off to a good start in the first inning. Ichiro goes down swinging. To the second inning we go. In the rubber mats, the Tigers and the Mariners in their final meeting of the season. be interesting tonight. Hey, get ready for the hottest June on record when 3 classic franchises come to town. The Dodgers, the Giants, and the Red Sox. Some of the best in baseball will be coming to Safeco Field, so don't miss it. For tickets, 3 big weekend showdowns. Go to Mariners.com. Prince Fielder leads it off. He hit a low trajectory projectile last night that left in a hurry for his 5th home run. His birthday today. Big swing and miss.
Fielder's had a good series so far, 4 for 7, including the home run that Dave was telling you about.
Fielder on his 28th birthday. First at bat, grounds out the first. 1 out. Tell you what, he plays the game hard, man. He gets down that line. You know, he's big man. Whoa, this wind is just unbelievable. Running out a ground ball almost as, you know, in the Pete Rose tradition.
Or even just running the bases, period.
And he went 1st and 3rd in game 1. He did a great job cutting the bags, good speed.
Yeah.
A lot better than you would think when you look at him.
Well, a lot of the things that you've heard about him when he signed as a free agent is what a great teammate he is. And I think part of that is you have to play hard on the field. And even though he's obviously a superstar and a big slugger in the game and all of those things, to see him go about his business, I think is a good thing for that club over there. And when your manager doesn't have to worry about the effort he's going to get from a superstar, you're in pretty good shape.
I like the fact that here's 1-1 pitch and Young swinging at this. Having been around a few guys whose dads, and you have too, whose dads played in the major leagues. These guys were grown up in Major League Baseball. Junior, Fielder, Boone,
right.
All those guys. It means a lot to them. As Delman Young dismissed quickly. Second strikeout for Vargas. 2 down here in the 2nd.
And for Jason, that looks like a changeup. Gets a good changeup to Delman Young. That's one of the best pitches for Vargas. And if he locates it in that area, you'll see a lot of swing and misses. Some weak ground ball outs from him.
Brings up Ryan Rayburn. Rayburn can play the infield, can play the outfield. He's in left field this evening.
I would expect Vargas to be aggressive. He's been around long enough. He notices the little things. And today, I guarantee you, he knows the flags are blowing straight in. It's a cool night. I think he's going to be aggressive. He misses with that fastball, but I think we'll see that a lot. Try to get him just to hit it out to the big part of the ballpark and let his outfielders run it down.
Three and 0.
That's a good pitch. A couple of good pitches he didn't get the call on. Plate umpire Mike Winters doesn't like it. I'd like to see him get the call in that area. Make the hitters aware of those fastballs inside. We'll go back to the changeup.
3 and 1.
You can see he hit that spot 3 times. Finally gets a call.
Three and 1 pitch. Got it again. 3 and 2.
That's impressive. 4 pitches right there in the same spot. So early on, he looks like he has complete command of what he wants to do.
Payoff pitch. Took a lot off and struck him out. It's 3 strikeouts, 6 up, 6 down for Vargas. As we go to the home second here at Safeco Field, Montero, Seager, and Smoke. Middle of the order coming up. You're looking for a last-minute gift for mom? Well, head to any of the 5 Mariners team store locations for a great Mother's Day sale going on right now. You're going to save 25 to 50% off select caps, apparel, souvenirs, all for mom now through Sunday. Both pitchers in a groove early. 6 up, 6 down for Vargas. Drew Smiley went 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. Here's Montero DHing today. Montero 6th with a .407 batting average against left-handed pitching. 6th in the American League. 1-1. Montero, bases loaded last night. Game on the line, down by 2, and hit a fly ball that drifted the foul territory, and Don Kelly caught it, fell into the stands, and that was the ball game.
He went in there pretty good, too. It wasn't like he got over there and just kind of fell in. He actually almost dove into there, which could have been dangerous for him. The armrests on the seat sometimes can get you. I know I've had them in my ribs. It doesn't feel good. It was a good play.
That's going to really hurt. Ball and 2 strikes to Montero. Swing and a miss. Took a little off of that one. 2 strikeouts back to back here for Smiley. 1 down in the second. Bring up Kyle Seager. Boy, is he swinging a good bat. Up to .297 with his batting average. Tied with Ichiro entering today as the team leaders. He's tied for second in hits with Ackley with 30 behind Ichiro. And he leads the club with 9 doubles, co-leader in homers, and leads the team in RBI. It's a left field, backing up Rayburn. Look at that win. 2 outs.
You got this.
Boy, you're going to take a couple steps back, then you're going to be coming back in. American flag and just off of dead central in center field is swirling around pretty good out there.
Well, you can already see the outfielders. You have the middle of the lineup, and you can see the outfielders for the Tigers playing more shallow than they normally would, and it's because of the wind blowing in.
Ball outside to Justin Smoke. Eric Wedge. My confidence in him is high. Continues to ride that way. And he said he thinks Smoke, whatever it is that he's in terms of the hitting funk, he's in the middle of it. He's working his way out. Here's Chambliss, batting coach, waiting for the big guy to get going. This one popped to left field. The shortstop is right there, Johnny Peralta. So both pitchers, 6 up, 6 down. 3rd inning coming up. Field, Tigers and Mariners no score. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Cue up Willie Nelson. We're on the road again tomorrow. Yankees, Red Sox, Tribe, and the Rockies. And speaking of the Red Sox, tragic news today. Longtime PA announcer Carl Bean, a guy I've known for a lot of years, had a heart attack while driving and was killed in a car crash earlier today. 59 years old. Well, he's going to be missed. Veteran radio reporter. There's Johnny Peralta. Lead it off. Condolences go out to Carl's family and friends back in Boston, who we'll see in the next few days. 0-2, back up the middle, first base runner. As Peralta, fooled on that pitch, gets the bat head to it. It's a base hit.
Peralta, veteran hitter, and you're right, Dave. He's out in front of it a little bit, but is able to keep his hands back, head down. Serves a little line drive back up the middle on a changeup.
Peralta, he's at first base. The catcher, Gerald Laird, is a backup catcher for Alex Avila. Alex suffered an injury, I believe, to his knee 2 nights ago, so Laird got last night's game and tonight.
So far as the backup, he's done a nice job for him. Hitting .304 coming into the game. He has a home run. A couple of RBI.
1-1 from Vargas. Fifth start against Detroit. All over the last 3 seasons for Vargas. He's 1-1. 5.91 ERA against Detroit. All 2 strikes to Laird. Second tour duty with Detroit. With the Cardinals last year, got a ring. And he's back in Detroit. Also spent about 5 years in Texas. Rangers in Baltimore tonight. That series finale got rained out.
Still can't get over the night that Hamilton had last night. 4 home runs, 18 total bases.
Look at the league leaders. He's everywhere. Off the fist.
Had a chance to see the highlights of it. Just to watch him spray the home runs around from left field to center out towards right center field. It's an impressive piece of hitting on his part.
One of the home runs against Darren O'Day, former teammate, he said it's one of the worst pitches I've ever thrown. And he says that's happy to do something with it too.
Yeah, that was on an 0-2 pitch.
Oh, exactly. He said I threw up a BP fastball right over the plate. He killed it.
Yeah, you could see the catcher it looked like he was a foot off the plate away and ended up throwing it right down the middle with some 420 feet.
Full count to Laird. Peralta goes, swung on and fouled down into the right field seats. Kind of first month and change is Hamilton having leading into tonight. He leads in batting average, homers, RBIs, second in runs, second in hits, first in total bases, slugging and on base percentage, road batting average, day batting and batting against righties. So I guess Mr. Ryan and a couple of those billionaires that he has backing him, I guess they'll be interesting. I got to believe they're going to dig deep and pay the man.
You know, for myself in watching him, and we all know about some of the issues he's had, I think it would be the best thing for him also if it works out that way.
Heard some good arguments about why he should stay there. Support system being the main one. 3-2 pitch. Everything's already built in. You know, he's had all the problems with with the substance abuse. the drinking incident earlier, was it the spring? And he's right. He's one of the top players in the game. Three-two pitch. Reaches out, punches it into left center field. Figgins comes on, makes the catch. Mariners will be in action at Yankee Stadium. Felix Hernandez, who pitches so well there in New York, takes on Hiroki Kuroda. Hector Noesi, former Yankee, takes on Phil Hughes. And Andy Pettit makes his return. Blake Bevan will go. Saw Blake today as the swelling's gone down. You can still see the stitches on his right elbow, but he is raring to go. Expected to throw on Friday and ready to go on Sunday. Weather's supposed to be great too on Mother's Day. This one yanked foul by Danny Worth.
Danny Worth hitting ninth today. Only 8 at bats on the season for him. He has 1 hit and scored a run. Saw a little bit of the video from Pettit pitching in the minor leagues as he was getting ready for this start coming up on Sunday. It'll be his first start of the year. Looked the same to me.
Yep. He had 1 outing. He set up at Rochester. He was pitching for the Yankees, Scranton Wilkes-Barre Ball Club, through 96 pitches. And he was asked if he's ready to throw 100 again. And he says absolutely. Runner goes. Ball fouled, out of play. One out with Peralta at first. Vargas has struck out 3 so far. Hasn't walked anybody.
I think it'll be an interesting road trip. Be a good test for the guys. Although the Yankees are off to a slow start, the Red Sox have really struggled. I think the fact that they're going in to those 2 cities to play those teams, a lot of young players on the Mariners side. I think it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. And Cleveland's playing some good baseball.
Cleveland starts today 2 games up on Detroit. Cleveland atop the Central Division. Hector Noesi will get the chance to pitch against his old team. Felix Hernandez has had tremendous success at the stadium. Here's a pitch. Comebacker knocked down by Vargas. Let's see. There's 1. They just missed 2.
Well, an excellent play by Kyle Seager. Kyle plays third base for the most part, but he's out at second base trying to turn the double play. Vargas throws it in the dirt, and he was able to pick it cleanly and was able to get rid of it. Take a look at it from Vargas. Reaches out with his bare hand. Jason's a good athlete. The ball comes right back to him. Luckily, it doesn't bounce away from him and decides he has time to go to second. A little bit of a sinker as Kyle Seager will pick it. Make sure he gets the out, but then he gets rid of it in good shape.
Kyle played most of his college ball at second base. Liddy, no. Ryan, bare hand. Ryan, fine play. Got him. Beautiful. Brendan Ryan, among the best shortstops in Major League Baseball, shows it again right there. That half inning ended on a sparkling play by Brendan Ryan.
We saw Brendan Ryan make a barehanded play a couple of nights ago. Right here, this is just a matter of him knowing it's a speedy runner, and Austin Jackson feels like he has to get rid of it quickly. You can see how close the play was. Great play by Brendan Ryan.
Alex Liddy will lead it off, his 9th start at third base. And he looks at ball 1. Liddy last played on Friday. One. Liddy, Wells, and Figgins 7, 8, 9 against Drew Smiley, who's retired the first 6 men that he's faced. Strike 2. Runs at 2-2. Yeah, you're talking about the young kids getting a chance to go on the road here with these, playing the Yankees and the Red Sox, and Cleveland's playing good ball, and Colorado's not a bad ball club either. As Liddy swings and misses, that's strikeout number 3 for Smiley. And now's your chance to ask the booth anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootsSports_NW. We'll try to answer some of them later on the game. I'm going to answer one right now. How do advanced scouts help the Mariners get ready for Drew Smiley?
I think the biggest thing that they do is they watch, obviously, in advance of him pitching in this game. And what they'll do is they'll try to pick up tendencies from him, see if he's tipping his pitches, just little things, because the guys already have the same thing that a lot of folks have at home. You can go on the computer and see what he throws and get all those numbers and statistics from him. But they also have videotape, which is a huge help. That's something that's really come a long way over the last 10 years. But I think advanced scouts, guys that have been around the game their entire life, they try to pick up the little nuances of it, little things that he may do, give you a little bit of an edge. And right now, we talk about it a lot with the coaches. Brumley's really good, the first base coach, at picking things up.
Tremendous.
Right, but it helps because this is his first opportunity to see him. But if you have a scout that has a chance to see him before he ever gets here, that certainly will help you.
Ground ball down to the shortstop, Peralta. Throws over the fielder. 8 up, 8 down here. Yeah, you get that advanced scouting report, and augment it with the video, because Major League Baseball teams now, they have video coordinator. Jimmy does a great job for us.
Yes.
And they can put stuff together, and it works out really well.
Yeah, and there's some guys that will just take a quick look at it, and other guys will go right through and just break the whole thing down. It just depends on the hitter and what they want. But you have the ability to do that, and you think it's an advantage. But you can get all that information, but I think if it's a pitcher that you've never seen before, there's nothing that replaces getting in the box for the first time and seeing the ball come out of his hand, having a good look at his fastball, picking up his breaking ball and his changeup for the first time. So I'll be anxious to see if the Mariners make some adjustments to Smiley his second, third time through the lineup.
Jimmy Hartley is the video coordinator for the Mariners. Took over for a longtime veteran Carl Hamilton. 1-1 here to Figgins. Gets the bunt down, foul. 1-2.
For Figgins, it looked like he wanted to push the ball past the pitcher. Take a look at it. This pitch will end up inside. He was going to push it towards first, and then it comes back inside. He almost has to get out of the way of it. Fortunately for him, it goes foul.
I think it's last time on the field as a starter 6 days ago. Now utility role for the Mariners. 1-2. He's able to check. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Way upstairs.
Best fastball so far at 93 miles an hour.
John Jaso, the leadoff man. He awaits if Figgins can get something done here. 3-2 pitch. Foul off.
I think one of the big things that you can get to is what I wanted to know is what does he go to when he's in trouble? When he gets into trouble, runners on, what are the pitches that he wants to throw, and how is he trying to get the hitters out to get himself out of trouble?
3-2 pitch fouled off again. That's really important info. Mariners have their first base runner. Figgins walks. 2 outs here in the third. Make sure you visit MLB.com/fan guide for a chance to win a VIP experience for 2 this year at an MLB World Series game presented by Scotts, the official lawn care company of MLB. Second time through. Here's John Jaso.
For Smiley, he's had good command. This will be the 40th pitch coming up. So 39 pitches, 25 strikes. Now this will be the first time the Mariners see him pitching out of the stretch.
Go, Johnny Boy.
Bounces up there for ball 1. Smiley in his victory, he won at Yankee Stadium, 6 innings, a 2-hit, 1-run ball, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. High fly ball, right field. Brennan Bosch towards the line, and he makes the catch. So the Mariners are gone. There's still being no hit through 3 by young Drew Smiley. Of the season between these two teams. Time for AT&T trivia question. Ichiro is the Mariners' career leader with 7,982 plate appearances as a leadoff hitter. Who ranks number 2? Harold Reynolds, Joey Cora, Julio Cruz, or Rich Amaral? 733-733. I'm riding with you on this one.
Boy.
Harold Reynolds, Joey Cora, Julio Cruz, Rich Amaral. Second to Ichiro in plate appearances as the leadoff man for the Mariners. That's a good question. 2-3-4 against Vargas. Here's Brennan Bosch. Ground ball, Seager takes care of it. One out.
Richie was a teammate of mine, and he wasn't an everyday player, so I don't think it was him. I don't remember how long Joey was here for a little bit, but I'm going to go. Boy, that's a tough one.
What about H?
Yeah, but something tells me Cruz. I'm going to go with Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah. You going with Harold?
I'll go with Harold just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
See if we can get it covered. Get it surrounded, you know?
That's it.
Cabrera, ground ball. Boy, they keep him in the infield. Ryan throws him out. A crisp 2 outs. Here's Prince Fielder. He bounced out the smoke first time. Vargas has 3 strikeouts. Tried the first 6 men that he faced. Only base hit, a 0-2 count to Johnny Peralta, changeup, and he popped it into center field.
So far, they've only hit the ball in the air twice. It's a good sign for Jason. There you go. 2 flyouts, 3 strikeouts that Dave was talking about. 6 ground ball outs so far.
Two and 1. 28th birthday for Prince Fielder. Fans are going with Joey Cora at the moment. 2-1 pitch. Off the fist. Boy, he got in on his kitchen, huh? Liddy throws him out. Vargas getting it done through 4. So 1-5-3. Mr. Fielder on his birthday is 0 for 2. Mariners coming up.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Couple of pitchers breezing here tonight at Safeco Field. Jason Vargas just had a 7-pitch 4th inning. Giving up 1 hit. Drew Smiley has yet to give up a hit as we begin the 4th inning. Ryan Ichiro and Montero. First time the Mariners are seeing Drew Smiley.
Well, this will be their 2nd time through the lineup. We'll see what kind of adjustments that they make to him. Jaso ending the last inning with a fly ball to right, but I thought he had an aggressive swing on a fastball and just missed it, skied it to right field. Let's see what the rest of the lineup will do.
Strike to Ryan. First time up, fly to center. Two and 1. Ryan 2 for 4 last night. Night before 0 for 3 in a 2-hole. Mariners have 3 hitters in the lineup tonight. under the Mendoza line. So you hope with warm weather, things starting to come around here as we get a little bit later. Things will improve. Peralta, heck of a play, 1 out.
Seeing some good shortstop play tonight. Brendan Ryan already with a couple of good plays, and this is nicely done by Johnny Peralta, going to his left and getting rid of the ball quickly.
Good throw. Here's Ichiro. Stand in. Johnny, good player in Cleveland, and he's gotten even better over here with Detroit. Strike one. Ichiro struck out his first time. Looper, that's going to get down. There goes the no-hitter. First hit for the Mariners. Ichiro started the day tied for 4th in the American League in hits. The base knock, and that's 2,467. One behind Frank Thomas, 99th all-time. Hit number 39. Thank you, Amy.
Looks like he gets a breaking ball away from him and flips it out in the left field. Ichiro 1 for 2 now. Should get him right around the maybe 3 on here. Maybe a little better than that.
Montero struck out on a 1-2 pitch last time. Ball 1 to Jesus. He's picking up again, coming straight in. So after the big hurt, Joe Ducky, Medwick, Ted Simmons. Remember the Mariner family? Executive assistant to the GM, Jack Zarensic. Good names on there. 1-2 strikes. Jesus entered tonight a .407 hitter against left-handed pitching. 6th in the American League.
Doesn't look like much of a move over to first. I think Ichiro and the rest of the guys that can steal should be able to read that move. That's his best. Times you like to get a little bit bigger lead just to have him throw over so you can get a look at him.
There he goes. He got a great jump. Fouled back. Man, he got a great jump.
Yeah, after he threw over there one time, he should be able to get a pretty good read on him. And again, I think for a left-hander, his move to first is below average. And you're right, that was a great jump from Ichiro. Good to see him running in the lineup. Brendan Ryan can steal the base. Ichiro, of course. Biggins.
1-2 the count. Moved his feet 2-2. Nothing but zeros on the board right now as we play the 4th. 2-2. Ichiro does not go. Swing and a miss. Montero's gone. Claiming that he fouled it.
Yeah.
Get no satisfaction from Mike Winters. Second time he's K'd.
Good play by Laird to keep the ball in front of him.
Take a listen. Here's Seager. Kyle, first time up, fly to left. Runner goes. Laird's throw. Not in time. Stolen base for Ichiro. He's 3 for 3. Now tied with Michael Sundridge for the team lead.
Another good jump for Ichiro. It was a strong throw from Laird down to second base. Looks like he gets rid of it in good shape.
Counts 1-1 to Kyle Seager. Seager having a good early part of the season, knocking in runs. Entered tonight second to Evan Longoria. Runners in scoring position, batting average. Kyle is at 478. Longoria, who's on the DL, at 550. One.
Go Kyle! Get one!
Smiley set, 2-1 pitch coming. 3-1. Justin Smoke on deck.
One of the things we heard about Smiley is when he gets into these situations, he likes to go to his breaking ball and changeup and not give in with his fastball. See what he does. He has first base open. I'm sure he's aware of the numbers with Seager.
3-1 pitch. Seager lines it deep to right. That ball is off the fence. Ichiro scores. Seager's come through again with an RBI double. 1-0 Mariners. This kid's something, isn't he? Kyle Seager with a double, his 10th on the season. Leads the club. Picks up an RBI, number 20. Leads the club there.
A little bit surprised. Smiley comes back with the fastball in the 3-1 count. Kyle Seager hits a rocket, just misses a home run. It's off the top of the fence in right field. He has really been clutch for the Mariners. Take a look at how high up the fence this one hits. Almost hits it out of the ballpark. So he'll add to that 478 number that you were talking about. His 10th double this season.
That is impressive. Strike one to Smoke. A 1-out base hit by Ichiro. Stolen base. And out later after Montero's strikeout, an RBI by Seager. Must be in one of those zones where the ball looks like a beach ball, huh?
Yeah, he's really swung the bat well. He's not missing pitches when he gets an opportunity to hit them hard. He's using the entire field. Again, that was a rocket. He elevates that a little bit. Mariners end up with 2 runs. A lot of fun to watch.
First strike. Kyle now 12 for 24. Runners in scoring position, batting average 500. Ball and 2 strikes here to Smoke. Got it off the end of the bat. Smiley throws out Smoke. And that'll do it for the Mariners who get on the board first. Kyle Seager coming through again. And it's 1-0 Mariners. Breaking ball to Delman Young, sent in the right field, base hit. Start off the 5th inning. Young, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Ryan Rayburn will stand in. Vargas going through 5, 6, and 7 here in the order. Jim Leland's Tigers in the 5th inning. Ball 1. Rayburn struck out on a 3-2 pitch to end the 2nd inning. You're watching around the country. 49 degrees at first pitch here in Seattle. Fly ball left field. Backing up Wells. Stays in the yard. Makes the catch at the track. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th. Our AT&T trivia question. Who's second to Ichiro in plate appearances as a leadoff man for the Mariners in Mariner team history? Mike went with Joey Cora. I went with Harold Reynolds.
I went with Julio
Cruz. Cruz, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Cruz. And good catch. There you go. And Harold was second. Harold Reynolds.
Hate to see what Curtis is going to have for me on Friday. I think that's 2 in a row. Hot.
All right, so Flowers, you're up top, 14, first place. I'm in second place, and the fans in 3rd place in the trivia. Off the end of the bat again. Here's Seager. There's 1 to Ryan. He turned 2. Beautiful. Vargas, pitcher's best friend right there. We go to the home 5th. The Mariners lead it 1-0.
Into the bottom of the 5th inning. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Mariners head to New York next today. The Yankees taking on the Rays. We head to the top of the 9th. It was just tied at 1 apiece, but that has changed. Matt Joyce gives the Rays the lead with a 3-run blast, his 7th of the year. Remember, Mariano Rivera done for the year with a torn ACL. Rays win it 4-1 in New York. It's our Sterling Bank score. Guys?
All right, Angie, first blown save for David Robertson, the new closer for the Yankees. Mariners here have a 1-0 lead, bottom 3rd of the order here in the 5th. Liddy, Wills, and Figgins against Drew Smiley. Kyle Seager, 2-out RBI single in the 4th as Mariners on top. There's that changeup.
Alex's first at bat, he went with off-speed pitches and then threw a couple of fastballs by him.
1.
Slow breaking ball at 79 miles an hour.
Wind a huge factors that pitch taken for a strike. Wind blowing straight in. We've seen reports from various services that the wind's whipping as much as 17 miles an hour. And Liddy's gone. Strikeout number 5 for Drew Smiley. 1 out here in the 5th.
You have to be impressed. The young man really mixes his pitches up well after some off-speed pitches. Throws a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, elevates it, and throws it by Liddy. You can certainly see why the Tigers like him so much.
Pitched in the SEC at University of Arkansas, which Casper Wells bounced out the short his first time. Casper in his 8th start in left field. 1-1.
And it's hard to tell from up here. We can see his fastball at 91, 92. But for whatever reason, the hitters are having a tough time picking up. He looks like he's able to throw that pitch by the hitters, and you would think they'd be able to get on a 91, 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
Two balls, 1 strike. Former Tiger Casper Wells. Two and 2. In sight. Figgins on deck. Figgins got into last night's game as a pinch runner. Wells played in the first game on Monday. Pinch hitter. Did not go. So Wells battles back, gets a walk. That's a second walk issued by Smiley. Here's our next question from the fans via Twitter. Why are there still only 4 teams in the AL West and still 6 in the NL Central? 5 in each division seems fair. Well, next year you might not have heard, but next year the Houston Astros join us here in the AL West. Mike, you're going to get some more questions here at Root Sports _NW. One and 0 to count. Sean Figgins walked on a 3-2 pitch, tried to bunt his way on, bunted 1 foul, worked a walk. To reorder some things out there.
Yeah, the Astros do it next year. American League West.
There's room. What are your thoughts about Houston joining up here?
I'll just be interested to see what that's going to do for the scheduling overall. I agree. I think it's the way it should be. I don't have a problem with it all, but I'll be interested to see what the overall scheduling is going to be to add that other team.
Because we're going to have at least 1 interleague game a day.
Right. So
hopefully there's not too much chaos.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine.
So we make that Texas swing now. Not only will we play in the Arlington area, we'll swing down to Houston. Two and 1.
That's a club that I haven't seen much of. I couldn't tell you much about the Astros at all.
Last time, that was our first year. I don't think you made that trip.
I didn't.
Ron Fairley came in 07 down the line going foul. That was the first time I'd seen Hunter Pence with that club in 07.
I've seen him more now that he's with the Phillies.
Yeah, but that was the first time I'd seen him. Who's this guy? Whoa, he can play.
Yeah.
And the other thing, you'll notice when you get down there, like Old Crosley Field, in center field, it goes up, a little terrace.
I've seen that on TV, yeah.
And
if I was a center fielder, I wouldn't like that at all.
Oh, please. No way.
No. And on that, do they have a flagpole out there?
Correct.
They used to have one of those in old Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, in play.
Yeah, in play. I think it was 450 feet away
you
or
had
something.
To kill it to get it there.
Right.
But in play, I mean, and then so now you got the terrace, and you got a flag. Richie Sexton, I believe it was on that trip. Hit the flagpole, got a double out of it.
In Houston?
Yeah. And in terms of pitchers, Jim DeShay is still in the radio booth. Bill Brown, they do radio and TV. Milo Hamilton's hanging it up after this year, but yeah, you're right. I'm with you.
Be interesting.
Runner goes. This one popped up. Laird taking a look, does not have a play. Hit the wire. El Caballo's still there. That's who.
Carlos Lee.
Yeah. Got the train tracks.
Oh, that's right.
Out there in left field. Yeah. Retractable roof. 3-2 pitch to Figgins. Charging Cabrera. That's a heck of a play.
Strong arm.
Down to second goes Wells.
Has a little bit of a tough time with a bobble, but stays with the play and then gets rid of it quickly. Strong arm throwing it across the diamond over to first.
Really good footwork, too. Big man at third base. 2-out runner at second. Top of the order, John Jaso. Third time through starts right now. Jaso 0 for 2. All right, most plate appearances in the leadoff spot and the DH. Jason Kendall, right at by catcher. He was a staple, Jason Kendall. Look at that, 2,161 games. Weiniger, Jaso, Charlie Moore, Russell Martin, Kurt Suzuki, and Pudge Rodriguez.
You know, I'm surprised not to see on there, and I know he played second base in the outfield too.
Biggio.
Yeah. I would have thought he would have been up there.
Come on, Blue.
How many years? Early in his career, first 3 years.
I would say 3 or 4. I thought.
Yeah,
was behind the plate, catching.
Hall of Famer.
I'd have to go back and look at his numbers, but it seems to me like around the time that he was retiring, I thought he had a pretty good chance. I'd have to go back and look.
0-2 to Jason. How about Bagwell? Jeff Bagwell. 0-2 to Jason. Mull on that one for a while. Holding at second is Wells.
Give me an easy one if you want. Ask me about Kickers. Bagwell?
I think he warrants a look.
I think so. I don't think so.
I think Biggio deserves maybe a better look. I mean, both of them, yeah, I'd like to take a look at the numbers. Of the two, I would agree with you. 1-2. Jaso trying to pick up a run here. Ooh, he fought that off. Nice play, Smiley. Throws him out. Mariners get a runner to second and no farther in the fifth. To the sixth we go. A 1-0 lead for Seattle.
Good guys. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ford Sports Desk. I'm Angie Mentink. We take a quick break from baseball and head to the soccer pitch. The Sounders, after their 5th straight win in Dallas, in the 68th minute off a fantastic pass from Cordell Cato, Freddie Montero beats the defender to score in the right corner of the goal. It's 1-0 Sounders. 3 minutes later, Alex Kasky finds Montero again with a header in for the goal, his second in the night. Let's get you back upstairs. And guys, everybody can watch that game. I know I kind of spoiled it for everybody at 11 o'clock right here on Root Sports.
All right, Angie, thank you. Gorgeous twilight pictures here. Safeco Field in Seattle. Gerald Laird, the catcher, leads off, drives one to the gap. Long run for Figgins. He will not get it. One hop off the fence. And Laird's in with the leadoff double. Gave that a ride through the wind. Gerald Laird, two-bagger, his second of the season.
And he gets aggressive right away on a fastball, hits it out into the gap. Figgins, the center fielder tonight, was shading towards right center. Wasn't able to close that gap as it bounces off the warning track. Bring up Worth. We'll see how Jim Leland wants to play at Worth. Just 9 at-bats on the season.
That ball was hit in a long way. No sacrifices thus far for Worth. Bunts it foul.
During the commercial break, I took a poll, and from Rick Riz, Kevin Kremen, Ken Levine over on the radio side, it was unanimous. Biggio, yes. Bagwell, no.
Interesting.
Biggio, 3,000 hits. Bagwell, 449 home runs, 297 career batting average.
497,
297, 449 home runs for Bagwell. They thought that was just outside, no. Biggio, 3,000 hits, yes.
It's always a pretty significant marker. Bunt goes foul. 1-2.
Part of our trivia question, Julio Cruz. I was talking to him a couple of days ago. He was here at the ballpark and talking about bunting. He was a great bunter, and he just overall in the game itself, he's disappointed with how poorly the guys try to execute the bunts. It was something that he was really good at.
So he fights one off and dumps it into right field. Ichiro charging. Laird will be held at third by Gene Lamont.
So by not being able to get the bunt out, it actually works out better for the Tigers.
Wow.
Not only that, they don't have to give up an out on this little inside-out swing. He gets a cutter. He ends up with a base hit and still moves the runner up to third. No chance for Laird to try to score with Ichiro out and right.
Top of the order. Austin Jackson, he's 0 for 2. Fly to right. Ryan made a nice bare hand grab on a bouncing ball and threw him out by about a step or less. All one. Laird at third, Danny Worth at first. 1-0. There's a strike. Nobody out. High fly ball, center field. That'll score the run. We're going to have a tied ball game here. Runner at first, lofts, and then the ball gets through the cutoff man. Got a tied ball game on the sac fly by Austin Jackson, his 12th RBI. 1-1 game as Laird scores. Mariners, they're flashing back to the 50s. Saturday, May 26th, turn back the clock day. Team's going to wear the retro Rainiers uniform. And the first 20,000 fans take home a classic 50s poster, courtesy of Seattle Magazine. Get your tickets and join the Safeco Field Sock Hop at Mariners.com. That poster's great. Really good. Miguel Olivo and the guys are very, very proud of it. Strike one on Bosch.
That was a good play by Figgins out in center field. So many times see outfielders on a routine play like that. They know there isn't going to be a play at home, and they get a little bit lazy or lackadaisical on it. And we saw Worth tagging it first the whole way. And if he takes off and you're not paying attention, you have another runner in scoring position.
Broken bat, hit the screen, goes into left field for a base hit. Boy, that's scary. I think guy should hit the screen. Wow.
Just saws his bat in half. Strong man, and the barrel of it goes all the way back to the backstop in the air as he fights it off and gets a base hit.
So now 2 on for Cabrera. Strikeout and a ground out to short. Tie ball game. That's a 5th Detroit hit. Mariners have 2. So Verlander and Alex Avila with their rally caps on.
Breaking them out early, aren't they?
Yeah. Top of the 6th. There's a strike to Cabrera. Verlander winning last night. They go to 3-1, takes his ERA down to 2.83.
65 pitches for Jason. 49 of them strikes, just 16 balls.
Screamer right to Seager. Ryan completes the double play to Smoke. So 2 innings of double plays. Big help for the Mariners. Nonetheless, Detroit ties it at 1-1.
On Road Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. By Ford, we are local. And by Pizza Hut, it's back. Pizza Hut's famous Cheesy Bites Pizza, only $11.99 and only at your Pizza Hut. David, Mike, back upstairs to you guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. From the pen, one of the great views here in Safeco Field. A lot of things going on out there. And when we get back from the long trip, it'll be hopefully considerably warmer and even more people out there.
It's a pretty good draw tonight.
It is a good draw tonight. Ryan Ichiro and Montero 2, 3, and 4 against Drew Smiley. What do you got there?
Matt Pittman, who does a great job on the postgame show on the radio side of things, put some numbers together for me as I was polling the guy. Biggio 3,060 hits, 281 career average. Was a 7-time All-Star.
About 20 years too, right?
20 years in the big leagues, yeah, 20 seasons. 13th all-time in runs scored with 1,844. 5th all-time with 688 doubles. And a few names that people will recognize that he's compared to: Robin Yount, Derek Jeter, Joe Morgan, Paul Molitor, Roberto Alomar, Cal Ripken. That's a pretty good group to be in. I think
all those are in except Jeter, who's still playing, who will be going in.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great list. 2-1 here to Ryan. Popped it up. Fielder taking charge. One out. That'll bring up Ichiro. 1 for 2. Stolen base. Run scored. Seager brought him in the 4th inning with 2 outs.
Ichiro was able to get a base hit on a breaking ball away from him. Next pitch will be number 90 for Smiley. A little action out in the Tigers bullpen. Guys are starting to get loose out there. See if they try to pitch him inside a little bit more with a fastball this time after the base hit. Fastball misses upstairs.
Conan getting ready. Luke Conan.
Come on, Gerald, that's a side.
1-1.
As good a time as any to get number 40 out of the way, isn't it?
You know it. 1-1. Slapped right at Rayburn. 2 outs. 2 down. So check the high-speed pitch brought to you by CenturyLink. Drew Smiley. Arkansas Razorback Jason Vargas, Long Beach State Dirtbags. What a nickname. See one of his teammates, Troy Tulowitzki of Colorado, back in a road trip next week. Montero, nice dive. Cabrera, the throw, got him. Fine play, big man. Second one tonight. 1-2-3 go the Mariners in the 6th. Scores tied at 1-1.
Is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Crazy night here at Safeco Field. Mariners wrapping up a homestand. Be embarking on a 10-game road trip tomorrow. 3 in New York, 2 in Boston, 2 in Cleveland, 3 in Colorado. And here's Prince Fielder on his 28th birthday. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to Smoke. Bounced out to the third baseman, Liddy. Ryan. Oh, that's some grab. Great play. Brendan Ryan. 1 out here in the 7th. Beauty.
There has been some great defense in this game on both sides. Brendan Ryan, this is the 3rd great play that he has made going out towards center field.
Ball's behind him.
Will help his ultimate zone rating, taking a hit away from Fielder.
He has great awareness coming out of the pirouette, where he is, where the target is, and putting a good throw on it.
He rarely looks like he's rushed. He has plenty of time. What he has is great feet. He gets his feet set in great shape to be able to make an accurate throw. He's putting on a clinic tonight. As often as Vargas is having the Tigers hit the ball on the ground, he's getting plenty of opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ground ball outs to Ryan, and that doesn't include a couple of double plays that he and Seager have.
That's right. 1 and 2 to Delman Young. Strike out and a base hit to right. Still 1 and 2. 15,655 on this cool evening. Swing and a miss. Young is gone. There's strikeout number 4. 2 down here in the 7th. Connect with the Mariners everywhere, including Facebook, Twitter, and now Pinterest. Go there now and pin photos of yourself in Mariners gear from around the world. Find links to those pages and more at mariners.com/connect. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss by Rayburn. 4 strikeouts for Vargas. Hasn't walked anybody. A couple of double plays behind him.
When he's missing the strike zone, he's not missing by much. And overall, 75 pitches, 56 strikes, only 19 balls for Vargas. And out of the 24 batters that he's faced, 17 first pitch strikes.
One off the end of the bat. He's hit a bunch of those. Vargas will take it himself. Well done. So the most recent hitting start for the Mariners, Kyle Seager, he's due up when we come back. is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination, encouraging you to imagine bigger when you play the lottery. Visit us on Facebook or tweet what you do to Twitter, #IfIWon. Who knows? You might even see your tweet appear on TV during an upcoming game. Glad you're with us as we wrap up this homestand. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. About 12:15 Seattle time, we take off for the East Coast. Right now the Mariners in search of some runs. Kyle Seager is going to lead it off. He's responsible for the Mariners' only run tonight in the 4th inning, a 2-out single. New pitchers Luke Conan. Recent call up from AAA, Toledo.
Numbers for Pekonen. High ERA. Well, he's only pitched an inning and 2/3. Hasn't had a strikeout yet. A couple of walks. Seager will lead things off. I think everything that we heard about Smiley, all the glowing reports, we can definitely see why.
He's good.
Young left-hander. He is good.
Give him 6 strong innings of 1 run, 2 hits, 5 Ks, and 2 walks. Young lefty, not bad. 1-1 game. Seager in a 3-1 pitch, 2 outs, a man aboard in the 4th. Delivered the Mariners' only run. Ichiro had a 1-out single and stole second after Montero struck out Seager. Got a double and just missed the 2-run homer. Hit it off right near the 326 at the deep right field. There's a slicing drive to Rayburn. 1 out. Time now for the Banner Bank Building to the Future. How about Carlos Peguero, who's recovering from a knee injury, activated from the DL today, and he goes 2 for 5, struck out 3 times. This season, 9 for 15, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 4 strikeouts.
Good to see him back playing again.
Here's Smoke, that lefty against Conan. Tough night for Smokey, who has popped out to short and bounced back to the pitcher. Mariners have just 2 hits.
Justin will turn around and hit left-handed now. Good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Showing Peguero and watching him in spring training, he really made an effort to try to shorten his swing up. Hopefully he'll continue to work on that in AAA. It's some of the little bit of the same issues that Justin Smoke has had. Swing a little bit long here early in the season.
2-2. Could ever get them both going at the same time. 2 great power sources. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a better swing on an inside fastball. 94 miles an hour on the inside corner.
Here comes the 2-2 to Smoke. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. He is having a brutal go of late. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Here's Alex Liddy. He struck out twice tonight. Gerald Laird looks like he is recovering from the case of the yips, getting that ball back to the pitcher.
It's strange to watch it with nobody on base, nothing going on. You would think he'd be relaxed enough just to let it go, but He was doing that last night. Dan Wilson and I were talking about it.
He made a good throw trying to get Ichiro back and forth.
Great throw. Former Mariner that used to do it a lot, had a real tough time with it. Somebody I know you're familiar with is Mackie Sasser.
You know it. 1-2. And Liddy's going for the third time via strikeout. But Conan has a good seventh inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. 1-1's the score.
Welcome back. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. By Sonic, it's snack-sized jumbo popcorn time, just $1.99 after 8 p.m. And by Auburn Volkswagen. Dave?
Angie, thank you. Good-looking night sky. Some nice pictures above here at Safeco Field. Jason Vargas on the mound for the 8th inning. Jason struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody, given up a run on 3 hits. Make that run on 5 hits. And 6th inning is where they get the run.
And Jason's in great shape with his pitch count. Next pitch will be 80 for him. There you go. 58 strikes. Great number. Tom Wilhelmsen, the big right-hander, getting loose in the Mariners pen, just in case.
1-2 to Johnny Peralta leading it off. There's Tom. Vargas, most pitches he's thrown last time out at Toronto, 2 starts ago against Toronto, 111. Peralta, Laird, and Danny Worth. Mariners in the home 8th will have Wells, Figgins, and Jaso 8, 9, and 1. First things first. There's a 1-2 to Peralta. High.
Eric Wedge will have some options on his bench tonight. Ackley, Karp, Saunders, Kawasaki all on the bench.
2-2. Strike 3 called. 5th strikeout for Jason Vargas. First called strikeout this evening.
Johnny Peralta didn't like it, but I think with the way Jason has commanded the strike zone, this is close enough.
Brings up Gerald Laird, the catcher. Doubled to deep left center field his second time up. Flied to center. There's another one off the end of the bat. About, what's that, about 4 or 5 tonight?
Yeah.
So it's 2 down.
Smart pitch from Vargas. You mentioned the double by Laird. It was on a first pitch fastball. He comes back and starts him off with the changeup, and Laird, being aggressive, cues it off the end of the bat.
Quick 2 outs. Danny Worth will stand in. Reached on a fielder's choice. Got a base hit in the 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Good movement. Strike 1. Vargas got a nice rhythm going, just like Felix does. He's kind of getting that back turn.
Gerald, that looks good.
He'll typically work at a pretty good pace. When runners get on, he'll slow down a little bit, but for the most part, he wants to catch it and throw it. That's a good idea of what he wants to do.
Tigers got their run in the 6th. Wilhelmsen gets ready. Sacrifice fly by Austin Jackson. That pitch down low, 2-2. Mariners jumped out front in the 4th inning. 1 out, Ichiro base hit, a stolen base, and a 2 out double by Kyle Seager. 2-2.
Jason pitching him away. One fastball up and in. And he stayed away from it.
Two outs. 2-2. Got him. Nicely done by Jason Vargas. Half dozen strikeouts through 8. Get him some runs. 1-1 ball game.
Sports Desk, an absolutely beautiful night for a drive. We won't take a drive, but we will head down the coast. The NL Best, Dodgers taking on the Giants, and former Husky Tim Lincecum on the mound, trying to turn around his season. He was cruising early in this one, 7 punch-outs in the first 4 innings. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, Tony Gwynn Jr. comes in as a pinch hitter and knocks in 3 with a bases-loaded triple. And Dodgers lead it right now as we are in the top of the 5th inning, 4-2. Dave, Mike?
Angie, thank you. Michael Saunders pinch hitting and fouls one off. Pinch hitting for Casper Wells in the 8-hole, leading off the 8th inning. Saunders as a pinch hitter, 0 for 1 on the season. Mariners would dearly love to score here in the bottom of the 8th inning. An outstanding performance by Jason Vargas. 6 strikeouts, no walks, giving up a run on 5 hits. 0-2 to Saunders. Saunders, no doubt, will stay in the ball game, go to center field, move Figgins over to left. One-two pitch coming up. Lights it off. That's a fair ball down the line. Fans will leave it alone. Saunders eases into second with a pinch hit leadoff double here in the 8th.
And this works out perfectly for Eric Wedge. Saunders getting a chance to pinch hit. I like the fact that he was able to get a swing on the first fastball, get himself loose. And then he just carves this one right inside. Oh, pulled his hands in nicely just to get the barrel to it. Just carves it inside the bag. It's an easy double for Saunders. Figgins will bunt him over to third here. Be back to the top of the order with John Jaso waiting on deck.
That is a good start. Figgins takes a pitch for a ball. Figgins, 4 sacrifices on the season. Brandon League ready to come on.
Prince Fielder is right on top of Figgins. He's going to have to bunt it to Cabrera at third.
Down to third, plays the first, and it's caught down there by Danny Worth. Well executed. Sean Figgins, his 5th sacrifice of the season. He's got the team lead in that category. Job well done.
That'll bring out Jim Leland. He'll make a pitching change. He has a left-hander ready to go in the pen. The left-hand hitting Jaso on deck. We'll take a look at the bunt by Figgins. Perfect bunt. You have Saunders at second. He can run. You don't have to be right down the line with that. Just get it fair. Figgins does that. Looks it all the way in. Perfect.
Go ahead run now at third base with 1 out. Pitching change. Back with more right after this.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. All right, guys, John Jaso in the leadoff spot, working out well in this situation.
It certainly does. He's a guy that Eric Wedge has a lot of confidence in. I like that quote earlier today. Doesn't get in a hurry, trusts himself with 2 strikes. Chance to give the Mariners the lead again.
Wayne Belo, the pitcher, just showed you his numbers. Jaso actually faced him the other night when he had the sacrifice fly to give the Mariners the win. It was off of Belo. He got a curveball that was down and away from him. Did a great job of staying with it and hitting it to the right fielder.
Field in for Detroit. 0-1 to Jaso. 1-1. Inning started with a pinch hit double down the left field line by Michael Saunders. Perfect bunt by Figgins to get him to third. And here we are with Jaso, 1-1. Two balls, one strike. Jason Vargas, 6 strikeouts through 8 innings, hasn't walked anybody. Giving up a run on 5 hits. What a really good game. Jaso's got a 2-1 count. 2-2.
Good slider for Belo. It looked like that pitch was off the plate, and it was. Jaso didn't like the call.
Rally caps. Turn him inside out. The 2-2. Rip fouled it off. Open for Jaso. Get something in play. Get it in the outfield deep enough. Get a base hit. Give this Mariner team a 2-1 lead. 2-2 from Belo. Took something off. There it is. Base hit. John Jaso cashes in again. Takes a big aggressive turn. He's digging hard for 2. He is out, but he delivers the RBI.
Great piece of hitting again by Jaso and some aggressive base running, trying to get down into second. But again, it looks like it's a slider this time. Instead of the curveball, he goes with the slider. Just does an excellent job again, staying with it, lines it over the shortstop's head. Just a great piece of hitting. He has been clutch late in games for the Mariners this year.
What a run he is on. He's thrown out 7-4, trying to stretch for the second out. Here's Brendan Ryan looking at a strike.
Let's take a look at him sliding in to second.
He might have missed him.
I think he ended up getting his back knee. By then his foot was on the base.
Bouncing ball down to Cabrera. That'll do it for the Mariners. But here we are in this Wednesday late evening BLT with a 2-1 lead. League. Try to put this game away. Right now, we can remind you that you can save money with a stress-free way to get to and from the airport on Link Light Rail. Ride Sound Transit. Visit soundtransit.org for details. Michael Saunders stays in the game in center field, and the starting center fielder Sean Figgins moves over to left. Top of the order. This will be a good test here for Brandon League.
Again, Brandon's fastball, 95 to 97 miles an hour, will throw a split and use a slider against the right-handed hitters. His number is a 2.4 ERA. 9 strikeouts to the 6 walks. Opponent's average just 2.22.
1-0 to Austin Jackson. 2-0.
Wow. Jason Vargas outstanding tonight, giving up just 1 run on 5 hits. The last pitch looked like it was a strike, didn't get the call.
2-0 to Austin Jackson. 3-0.
Brennan Bosch waiting on deck.
Strike. Jackson tonight fly to right, grounded out to short. Deliver sacrifice fly to 6 for the Tigers' only run. Back with another strike. He's battled back. Himself a chance now.
Had to throw all fastballs. Austin Jackson in the 3-1 count, taking all the way. Wasn't even thinking about swinging.
League ready. 3-2 to Austin Jackson. Wow.
That was a good pitch.
Walked him. That looked pretty good.
Looked really good. Now we'll have to keep an eye on Jackson. He will steal a base if he gets a chance. Take a look at this last pitch. Looks like he's on the knees on the outside corner. Plate umpire Mike Winters probably thinking that pitch is down. You can take a look at the tracer at 95 miles an hour. It looked like it was right there.
Jaso framed it nicely. I'll bring up Brennan Bosch. Jackson, good base stealer, 5 for 5. Not a big lead for Jackson. Swing and miss. Bosch tonight, a ground out to short, ground out to second, a base hit to left. One pitch. Mariners have turned 2 double plays. 3 would be nice. Got a chance. There's a line drive. And they turn it.
I thought Brendan Ryan caught it in the air. He must have dropped it and shielded it from the body, because right away he went to second base for the double play. Ball hit right on the button by Bosch. Take a look at it. Screaming line drive. You see the lead by Jackson. He freezes for a second. Goes by the umpire.
Hit him on the palm.
Oh, it did. It came out of the glove. Stays with it, and you can see Austin Jackson. He has a great angle at it. You can see it right away. He sees the ball on the ground. Then he starts to run too late, and an easy turn for the Mariners.
3rd double play right on time. Still not out of the woods. Here's Cabrera. Strike 1. Seager had initiated the first 2 double plays, and Vargas 1 out away. He and Felix and all the pitchers are very tight. League trying to lock it down. The 0-1. Now he's ahead 0-2. big spot here. League ahead 0-2, ahead of Cabrera. 2 outs, 2-1 Mariners. Pitch to center field. Saunders is going to catch it. There it is. Ball game. Mariners win it 2-1. They take this series 2-1. Jason Vargas throws a beauty. Picks up his 4th win. Saunders got it going with a pinch hit double to lead off the 8th. And then League comes in for the save. And a good way to start the road trip, which begins tomorrow.
Well, the story in this one is going to be Jason Vargas. An outstanding effort again, just 5 hits, gives up the 1 earned run, and some great defense by the Mariners. The Mariners have played solid defense all year, but I thought Brendan Ryan maybe his best defensive effort of the season. Turned a couple of double plays, 3 double plays for the Mariners tonight. Defense a big part of the story.
And Jason Vargas gets it done in a Bob Gibson-esque 2 hours and 6 minutes.